Another big story tonight. How did a loaded gun end up in a student's locker at Riverside High School?
News 4's George Rickard has the latest in a story that you saw first on News 4 at noon today. George?
Yeah, this actually prompted a one-hour lockdown at Riverside High School. But surprisingly, we found that the students we talked to didn't seem that fazed by it.
Stuff happens. He got caught with a weapon in school, and now he got to deal with the consequence.
Yeah. Okay, does that scare you at all that there was a...
No, it don't scare me because I knew the boy.
It was just before 10 a.m. when school security officers were checking lockers at Riverside High School.
They checked all the lockers on the 3rd floor.
Inside one, they found a loaded handgun and took into custody the 18-year-old sophomore whose locker it was. According to a statement from Buffalo Schools, the student said he had no intention of using it to harm anyone on school grounds, but felt he needed it for protection in his neighborhood, the Bailey-Genesee neighborhood where he lives.
It's just sad, kind of, that, like, people around here that they think they need that for protection.
Greg Peters and his family were passing by. He goes to Burgard High School.
Does this surprise you at all?
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
Because last year, where I go to school, I had a gun pulled on me.
In school?
Yes.
I don't know what to think anymore. I really don't. It's a sad state of affairs. You can't let your kids go to school and feel safe letting them go, because either the people are waiting for them when they come in or out of the schools, or it's in the school itself.
The discovery of a loaded gun in school prompted a one-hour lockdown at Riverside.
Well, I went to get my daughter out, and I got buzzed in, and I got turned right around at the door. They said everything was on lockdown, and while I was in there was a thing over the loudspeaker that said no students are allowed to use electronic devices, cell phones, or anything.
The school also sent home a letter with students explaining what happened. Now, 18-year-old Lamont Cooper is facing multiple counts of criminal possession of a weapon. He is expected to be arraigned in the morning. Reporting live, George Rickard, News 4 at 5.